See, we recording here. Giving all honor to the Most High. We back one more time. I want to check my screen, y'all, man. Check this out. I want to show y'all something I just found. Y'all see my screen?
No.
You don't see it out?
Yeah.
God, childish. All right. Y'all see my cursor? Hold on.
Well, know the screen, bro.
Y'all see my cursor? Y'all can see my cursor?
Yeah.
All right, look. So look, these. Let me show you, baby. Show you. Nah. We don't want to play no video. I don't want to hear they voice. Hold up. Shut up. Man, wait a minute. Hold on. Go back real quick. Which one did I click on? Oh, right here. All right, check this out. Jim McMilligan and Frank Rabinovich, whatever his name is, I don't care. They do got Rabbi right here. But I want to point out these two are this is the CEO. This is the chairman, the founders, right? From Blue Letter Bible, right? Y'all see them? I want to show you. Check this out.
Why you gonna put on your?
Because I'll always be going through just checking stuff. But they tried to pull a move on us, y'all. Check this out.
Down, huh?
What they doing?
Look, I'm about to show you, Nanny. This is Galatians chapter 3. Y'all know our favorite verse. There is neither Jew nor Greek. Now watch this. Click on it. Let's click on it. Let's bring it down. We got the word for Jew, Greek. Let's click on the word for Greek. What's the word?
Strong's G 1672. Hellene.
Now check this out. Go down to the biblical usage. A Greek either by nationality, whether a native of the mainland or of the Greek islands or colonies. Second one. In a wider sense, the name embraces all nations, not Jews, that made the language, customs, and the learning of Greek their own. The primary reference is to a different religion or worship. Now let's go down to even the Strong's definition. Helen, or inhabitant of Hellas, by extension, a Greek-speaking person, especially a non-Jew and Gentile Greek.
Now, they lying.
This is the problem. I noticed it this year. Last year, this was saying, like, I don't know what the exact wording was, but it was saying even a Jew. Now they changed it, especially a non-Jew.
Oh.
So now they trying to make it seem like our breakdowns of Galatians 3:28 ain't the right breakdown. So I'm just pointing this out because they didn't went out their way to change the website.
Nobody else was Hellenized. What do they mean?
No, Nanny. A lot of nations was Hellenized.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. More than just us was went through the same. Cause you remember the Grecians, they became the world power at the time, so they took over a lot of different nations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people, a lot of different nations went through the Hellenized period. But the point I'm making is when it comes to the Bible, they went out their way to change the definition.
So you just happened to go to that scripture, or was it something they said?
No, I was listening to a breakdown from Sons of Thunder, and they brought it out. And I was already playing on Blue Letter, and I was kind of following along the video. So I just clicked on it. Because I didn't read it before with my own eyes. And I know it didn't say this. It said, I don't know. I don't think it said especially. I don't know if it said indeed or also. I think it said also a Jew, a native Jew or something like that. But I know they didn't change the definition. So I just wanted to let y'all see that before we
Mm-hmm.
get started. So now Blue Letter Bible, they keep this up. I'm about to start calling the Blue Letter Devil.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm about to
Changing the
yeah.
definitions and things.
Well, you know they love to change the what they say, change the the goalpost.
The landmarks and all of that.
Right. But yeah, them devils at it again, yeah. I know, just like I know, let's look it up. It ain't, and this ain't the only word. I know for a while back they had changed, was it ghetto? I think they changed the definition of.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
tell
I
me.
noticed that because
Definition
I
of
be
ghetto?
trying to look up ghetto now. It used to say a place where lower form of the city where the Jews
Well,
Reside.
used to dwell.
Yeah.
Now they even changed it for some reason.
Look, they put minority group. Where's the word Jew? I don't see the word Jew at all.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
And you know that used to be part of the definition.
a part of the city, especially the slum area, occupied by a minority group or groups put in a district to an isolated or segregated area or group, which is the projects. But they don't say it's the projects. Right?
But it used to say a lower part of the city, like the slums, where the Jews usually dwell.
Right.
That's
Right.
what it said about 4 years ago.
For
Right.
years said that. Yes.
Look right here.
Ghetto?
Look when you look up the etymology. It's on the screen. They're from the 1610s.
I don't see
16th
it.
century. It ain't no. It should be on the screen, man.
Really?
I am sharing my screen. Y'all don't see my screen?
Oh, I see it. I had
Yeah, but
did
you gotta blow it up.
I gotta blow it up. Let me know.
I don't see your screen. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's probably something I did.
Now you gotta go back to his to where it's single people talking, Nanny.
Okay, let's see.
Like instead of looking at like swipe back over.
So just something. So when people be like, "I don't say that," nah, y'all gotta start looking at them etymologies because they changing that. Even like what was another one they Ashkenazi Jew. In the Jewish dictionary, they had changed it. The newer version, they changed it because the original definition of Ashkenazi Jew, it told you that it was the people from Germany.
Right.
They had to change it. You know what I'm saying? Because in their definitions, it tell you that they were not actually the people from the Bible. But now everybody privy to it, right? Everybody paying attention. So
I think it's a little late
all right,
because I know a lot of I don't know, but I'm almost sure a lot of Edomites already have been looking at our information, you know?
right.
Right. They're watching it and
Oh,
they counteracting on it.
Look right here, everybody. 16th century. Part of a city in which Jews are compelled to live.
that's right.
Even look, especially in Italy. So they let you know the ghetto just didn't start in America, you know,
Mm,
because they had ghettos in Germany too. They had black Jews in Germany,
yeah.
you know, so they had ghettos in Germany everywhere. Let's see. Part of a city which the Jews are restricted. This one is of unknown origin. That's probably a lie.
Was this the etymology? Etymology?
Yeah, the etymology of the word ghetto. Ghetto. So,
Don't worry, they're gonna change it here too.
well, it's probably be the
All
only.
together.
Let's see, Ashkenazi. I think I said Ashkenazi wrong. Jew, ancient. They try to lie right here. A Jew, ancient or modern. The modern Jew is your Jewish. They're not from
Right.
Anglo. Look right here from Anglo French. But I know. Let's look it up.
Well, even if they say Anglo French, weren't we the the first of all of those nations?
Yes, ma'am. Ashkenazi. In Hebrew, I can say blow it up, blow it up. Refers to Germany, and Ashkenazi Jews are those who originated in Eastern Europe. Sephardic Jews, by contrast, are the areas around the Mediterranean Sea, Portugal, Spain, the Middle East, and Northern Africa. They're trying to bunch themselves in. Cause I know back in the day, if you would look it up on the Jewish, like in a Jewish encyclopedia, it told you that the Ashkenazi they just told you they were from German, Poland, and Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't all this crap, all this extra.
Yeah.
And these right here, these Sephardic Jews, looking at that video from that guy you sent me, Nanny,
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
yeah, he break it down. The Sephardic Jews were actually they were the actual real Jews when they broke off and ended up in these places. And like even when you go and study, understand their language, Yiddish, that's Yiddish, which you know is that old broken up German crap. And then there's also the Sephardic language. The Sephardic language is close to the original language because the Sephardics, they actually were actual Jews that ended up over there. Probably some of them probably ended up becoming Moors, more than likely. So, but I just wanted to show y'all that they playing with the as usual.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
That guy who did who break down the video. I forget what's his name. The break down the videos. Negroes. I mean, Hebrews to Negroes.
Right.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he breaks down that the DNA that you was talking about on Shabbat. What differs our DNA from, you know what I'm saying, everybody else's DNA.
Man, you know, that if you talk about the same guy I'm talking about, that video Nanny sent, I think she said put it in the group, but I took a look at it. That video, he went into the DNA. He went so deep into that DNA.
That's true.
Okay, well, he even proved that those people, like, and going off of they science, they proved that the real Negro's blood, when you take us as a whole, even in our blood, it could tell that we started from one man and 4 different women.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. The Europeans, nope. So, man, it's crazy. They can't do nothing but hide this information. You can't manipulate it. Not when you get down to put the facts on the table. Y'all not them. Look at this right here, y'all. Most Ashkenazi Jews traditionally believed to have descended from the. Oh, I'm sorry. The question is, what tribe is Ashkenazi from? Most Ashkenazi Jews traditionally believed to have descended from the ancient tribes of Israel, may in fact be maternally descended from prehistoric Europeans. Absolute nonsense. The question say what tribe? They say the tribes of Israel. It's 12 tribes. At least we'll be like, I think I'm Judah. Or I think I'm Naphtali. Anything.
And they trying to say Ashkenazi is from all the tribes? That's crazy.
That's impossible. You can't be all of them. Because even we all know reading the scriptures, everybody still got a tribe of themselves. A tribe to themselves. You know, they just want to mix things. Because when we mix things in like that, it causes confusion. And they figure they can sneak in. So what tribe you from? Oh, I'm from all 12 tribes. That's weird. All right. So let's go ahead and get to the lesson. I believe we're in chapter 4 in 2nd Chronicles. I believe we're at chapter 4. Am I right, Art?
You sure?
Yeah, because look at in chapter 3, it talk about the cherubims on the walls.
Yeah, we're supposed to be starting at 4.
And yeah, how their wings were spread for 20 cubits. Yeah, we're on chapter 4. Because remember, the last 3 chapters been breaking down the adorning of the tabernacle Solomon building.
Yeah.
And we talked about how he went to Tyre, got more cedars from Lebanon. How they sent a bunch of workers. We know that they didn't work on the tabernacle. He actually had them in the mountains hewing trees and fixing up the rocks and stuff and shipping it down. So in case we ever get to the point where he just say, "Oh no, we helped build the tabernacle." No, the Gentiles helped, but they didn't actually put their hands into building it. They was in the mountains and stuff. Remember, he sent the king of Tyre sent a bunch of men to help along with a bunch of supplies, and I think Solomon sent him back wheat, barley, and something else as payment. Let's see. Send me fur, look, chapter 2. He sent fur to the king, 11. Then Hiram the king answered in writing, and we know he answered him back. Okay, verse 15. I think this is chapter 2. Solomon, now therefore the wheat and the barley, the oil and the wine which my Lord has spoken of, let him send unto his servants. So they sent him back wheat, barley, oil, and wine. And he was sending he sent a bunch of workers. Remember, he actually told him to send him this man. You remember his mama was from the tribe of Dan, but his dad was, what is it? I just seen it. Wait a second. Just passed it up. What is it? The man that was cunning. Oh, here you go, 14. The son of a woman of the daughters of Dan, and his father was a man of Tyre. So we know that he asked him to send him down there because he was real good at what he did. So, anything you wanted to speak about Art, before we get started? Does anybody have any questions?
No, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, let me look, make sure nobody waiting. Whenever you're ready, Art. 2nd Chronicles chapter 4.
All right, we're in 2nd Chronicles chapter 4, verse 1. Moreover, he made an altar of brass, 20 cubits the length thereof, and 20 cubits the breadth thereof, and 10 cubits the height thereof. Also, he made a molten sea of 10 cubits from brim to brim, round in compass, and 5 cubits the height thereof, and a line of 30 cubits did compass it round about.
Hold on, Art, 1 second. Let me show y'all. See. Molten. Picture. Just saying it. Here we go. Y'all can see this picture.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we read about. Solomon had a basin that he kept hot, and he kept it full with gold. So 24/7, you can go look at melted gold. That was his sea.
Wow. Oh yeah, I remember we read about those
Mm-hmm.
cows with the
Yeah,
real ends to the
yeah,
inside.
Yeah, 3 in each direction. Made sure and put the rear end to the inside. And I was
Right.
listening to one of the brothers of Sons of Thunder talk about it, and he made a good point. He was like, he put them to their butts and stuff and inside. Cause he say, think about the one in New York. You got people going to take pictures with the bull balls and the
Yeah.
touching on the privates of the animal and stuff.
Yeah.
So he said that's why the Lord told him to make sure and put the rears in the inside, so we had none of that foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to show y'all that picture.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready,
All right, verse 3.
yes, sir.
And under it was the similitude of oxen, which did compass it round about, 10 in a cubit compassing the sea round about. 2 rows of oxen were cast when it was cast. It stood upon 12 oxen, 3 looking toward the north, and 3 looking toward the west, and 3 looking toward the south, and 3 looking toward the east. And the sea was set above upon them, and all their hinder parts were inward. And the thickness of it was an hand breadth, and the brim of it like the work of the brim of a cup, with flowers and of lilies. And it received and held 3,000 baths.
Ooh.
Ah, it was a big tub of gold, huh?
Yeah. He just had a tub of gold, man. Man, how
Just
much?
bloody gold, just sitting there.
Yeah. In the temple. For the Lord. It was, man, I can't imagine. My mind blown. And it's just thinking about the one that we made on earth. I can't even imagine the one up top in heaven.
Mm.
You can't imagine it. Like, where do you start? I can't imagine that. And I'm still mad at the Wizard of Oz because I know that's where they stole it from. Yellow Brick Road.
Streets of gold.
Man. You know, it remind me of like when Christopher Columbus went to Haiti. They say he sent a letter back and told the queen that the children over there was just playing with the jewels and stuff. Like they knew no value of it, but it was plentiful. So it didn't, when something plentiful like that, if you got a lot of gold, it don't really have a value like that. People, you get your value from when stuff is limited and stuff. Yeah, but he was like, they just play with the diamonds. I mean, that's how we do. We don't take value and stuff like that. Like that's why you don't have all these. Like they was burying they rich people in tombs full of gold and stuff. Why you putting gold in the ground? You know, like it's ridiculous. Whenever you really are.
All right, we're in Second Chronicles, chapter 4, verse 6. He made also 10 lavers and put 5 on the right hand and 5 on the left to wash in them, such things as they offered for the burnt offering. They washed in them, but the sea was for the priests to wash in. What? They bathed in gold?
Now I think this is like some maybe this like if y'all can see right here. I think this is the lavers he talking about that they would wash the animals in. I wonder if they washed in this. Hmm. This would be your goal up top up here, right?
Oh, so they probably was on the bottom.
Yeah. If this is like, I'm pretty sure this is a laver. Like this wash basin. This would have goal would have been. I think maybe. Cause people go, I took a man. They didn't get in there and get butt naked. They probably washed their hands and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they feet and stuff. I thought they went in and got naked. The only time the priest had to do that was when he was doing like sin offerings and stuff. Totally wash himself. Mm. Cause yeah, they could. You can't wash in no hot gold. It's gonna stick to your body. You know you read it. Huh?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's gonna stick because it takes like a high temperature to melt gold.
Mm-hmm.
A real high temperature. So you gotta, and gold is metal. So you can't liquid metal. Hmm? What you mean?
Yeah, scorching.
Nah, the lake. You talking about the lake of fire? Nah, the lake of fire gonna be way hotter than the heat that you use to melt gold. Way hotter. You know, way hotter. So you can look it up if you want to Google it. You can Google what temperature does gold melt, and it'll tell you how high they gotta be. You ready out?
Yes, sir.
And when you look it up, let us know, and I'll tell everybody. You go ahead out.
All right, we're in Second Chronicles chapter 4, verse 7. And he made 10 candlesticks of gold according to their form, and set them in the temple, 5 on the right hand and 5 on the left. He made also 10 tables and placed them in the temple, 5 on the right side and 5 on the left. And he made 100 basins of gold. Furthermore, he made the court of the priests and the great court and doors for the court, and overlaid the doors of them with brass. And he set the sea on the right side of the east end, over against the south. And Hiram, would you say I?
No, PJ showed me. I just want to let y'all know. Let me see it again. I think to melt gold, the temperature got to be 1,064 degrees. Yeah, you can't get in that. So, but that's what I want to bring out. I can continue.
All right. Second Chronicles chapter 4, verse 11. And Hiram made the pots and the shovels and the basins. And Hiram finished the work that he was to make for King Solomon for the house of God, to wit, the 2 pillars and the pommels and the chapiters, which were on the top of the 2 pillars, and the 2 reefs to cover the 2 pommels of the chapiters, which were on the top of the pillars, and 400 pomegranates on the 2 reefs, 2 rows of pomegranates on each reef. Excuse me, to cover the 2 pommels of the chapiters, which were upon the pillars. He made also bases and lavers, made he upon the bases, 1 sea and 12 oxen under it. The pots also and the shovels and the flesh hooks and all their instruments did around his father. Excuse me. Did Hiram his father make to King Solomon for the house of the Lord of bright brass. In the plain of Jordan did the king cast them in the clay ground between Succoth and Zeredath. Thus Solomon made all these vessels in great abundance, for the weight of the brass could not be found out. And Solomon made all the vessels that were for the house of God, the golden altar also, and the tables whereon the showbread was set. Moreover, the candlesticks with their lamps, that they should burn after the manner before the oracle of pure gold. And the flowers and the lamps and the tongues made he of gold, and that perfect gold, and the snuffers and the basins and the spoons and the censers of pure gold, and the entry of the house, the inner doors thereof for the most holy place, and the doors of the house of the temple were of gold.
Wow.
Boy, this had to be beautiful.
Man, boy, when the sun hit it, them eyes can't even open.
That's what I'm saying. Boy, them people had a field day when they tore that temple down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they took that. Check it out. Put something on your screen from when we read the other day. Let's see. Why is blurry? Oh, there you go. I remember we read about the two pillars, Solomon Temple, Boaz and Jackin. Jack. Got it on the screen. Yeah, these were the two pillars. I think I typed in what are chapters. I think these would be chapters. Let's see if we get a definition. Chapter. Let's see. The capital of a colony is like this very top. So let's see. I'm trying to look for a picture of maybe they just got Boaz and trying to see if maybe somebody drew a picture of it or something I could show. I wonder if that's where everybody start getting they want to put they these big pillars up, like the Romans. They want to put up big pillars and stuff. I wonder if they got that from Solomon in the temple.
I'm trying to make their temple just as nice,
I guarantee nobody had a temple that night.
They probably did because they copy everything.
We go another picture.
Try to mimic
Capital.
Solomon's.
What you said, sis? I'm sorry, you was breaking up.
So they had a billionaire up in the UK tried to mimic Solomon Temple.
Probably went broke.
Oh, look, I done lost it.
That money ain't long enough for that.
Nah. Man, we did the math, man. He was giving away, man. The Lord tell you, there ain't been another king like him in all that glory. Anybody got any questions about chapter 4?
No, sir.
The next chapter, 14 verses. Want to knock it out real quick?
Come on, let's get it.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2 Chronicles chapter 5. Thus all the work that Solomon made for the house of the Lord was finished. And Solomon brought in all the things that David his father had dedicated, and the silver, and the gold, and all the instruments, put he among the treasures of the house of God. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel, and all the heads of the tribes, the chief of the fathers of the children of Israel into Jerusalem, to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the city of David, which is Zion.
So anybody have any questions about Zion? Zion is the city of what?
David.
What Zion? Zion also used another way. How is it used?
And it's the people. The people.
What you say, sis?
To identify who we are.
Yeah, you got it right. The people. Just so we clear about it. All right. You can go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
Oh no, I'm cool.
You say, come on, Zion. Man, it's gonna be, man, to see our people get back to glory. Oh man. I pray I get to see it. I pray. Whenever you ready, out.
All right, verse 3. 2 Chronicles chapter 5, verse 3. Wherefore all the men of Israel assembled themselves unto the king in the feast, which was in the 7th month. And all the elders of Israel came, and the Levites took up the ark. And they brought up the ark, and the tabernacle of the congregation, and all the holy vessels that were in the tabernacle. These did the priests and the Levites bring up.
They got it right.
Huh.
They made sure to send the right people to go get it.
All right, verse 6. Also, King Solomon and all the congregation of Israel that were assembled unto him before the ark sacrificed sheep and oxen, which could not be told nor numbered for a multitude.
Wow.
And the priest brought in the ark of the covenant of the Lord unto his place, to the ark of the house, into the most holy place, even under the wings of the cherub. For the cherubim spread forth their wings over the place of the ark, and the cherubims covered the ark and the staffs thereof above.
Hold on, Knock. So, like, you remember you said, I think it was either Saturday or Thursday, but you said you think it was a whole lot bigger because the Lord had to sit on it.
Mm-hmm.
But look what they said in it. Now it's like, if you really think about it, if they put the ark down, then you got these big old cherubims behind you. It could be like the back of a chair. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, Lord got like if you think about like the what is it? What's that big old Abraham Lincoln monument where they got him like sitting in the chair? That's how I picture the Lord when they bring the ark in, because he got these big old. They tell you how big the wings of the cherubims behind him is. So now he got like a real room. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. It's amazing and scary because he big. He's a big guy. Whenever you're ready.
All right. 2 Chronicles chapter 5, verse 9. And they drew out the staffs, y'all. And they drew out the staffs of the ark, that the ends of the staffs were seen from the ark before the oracle, but they were not seen without. And there it is unto this day. There was nothing in the ark save the two tables which Moses put therein at Horeb, when the Lord made a covenant with the children of Israel when they came out of Egypt. And it came to pass, when the priests were come out of the holy place, for all the priests that were present were sanctified, and did not then wait by course. Also the Levites, which were the singers, all of them of Asaph, of Heman, and Jeduthun, with their sons and their brethren, being arrayed in white linen, having cymbals and psalteries and harps, stood at the east end of the altar, and with them 120 priests, sounding with trumpets. It came even to pass, as the trumpeters and singers were as one, to make one sound to be heard in praising and thanking the Lord. And when they lift up their voice with the trumpet and cymbals and instruments of music, and praise the Lord, saying, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever, for his mercy endureth forever, that then the house was filled with a cloud, even the house of the Lord, so that the priest could not stand to minister by reason of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of God.
I was just about to ask you what I thought that cloud was. The glory of the Lord. Man, we lost our temple, y'all. What's that? Musical. Okay, let me put it on the screen. Shannon wanted to show y'all a psaltery. Is it this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all see it? This what David made. Remember David, if I'm not mistaken, we read it a couple of chapters back right before he passed, but he was showing them how to make instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't care nothing about no Kimber. Yeah. And it's supposed to be a small harp.
Look like a small harp.
That's what it do look like. Man, you ain't never seen nobody play one of these.
Mm-mm.
It has strings on it. String.
Mhm.
Let me see. It look like it do right here. Like that. Wow. Oh, it's kind of like a violin.
Yeah, it got strings on it.
Yeah, cause look right here. Like this, like the thing of violin, but you have two of them. Wow. You know, I always wondered what you got to be doing sitting in this field with a piece of wood running strings through it. I always wonder where the idea come from. You got to be either extremely bored or extremely smart. Probably both. Yeah, here go a better picture, everybody.
Yeah, with the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, that's the extremely smart. Look at it. I wonder if you can buy one of these today. Don't look at me like that. That's nice though. Does anybody have any questions about this chapter we just read? Don't do that.
Okay, he's gonna look on Amazon, see if he can find one.
Nanny, hold on, Nanny.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Nanny, your phone wasn't muted, Nanny.
I sure was thinking it.
You know what I mean? If y'all ain't in the spirit, just say y'all not in the spirit.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just joking with y'all. Nah, but I honestly ain't never seen one of these. And I guarantee you, now it make me kind of want to go look up and see where the violin came from. Because they probably took this design, redid it, like, oh, we came up with a violin. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they whitewashed everything.
What? I don't know.
And they take it with violin.
Ain't that the truth?
Violence, right? She got it.
Violence. That's right.
Well, y'all corny.
That's all right.
And yeah, they stole the pillars idea for their buildings. They don't come up with nothing original. We the only ones that's inspired by the Holy Spirit. So now.
Right. That's just like, that's just like when they come out and I forgot the name of the man, talk about he made the cotton gin. It don't even make any sense. Why would somebody that's sitting in the house all day invent something to pitch fast?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
It don't make sense.
Exactly. That's right.
Does anybody have a quick question? Does anybody have a question?
Move. Move, boy. Start punching.
Okay, let me go ahead and stop recording.